Okay, so you might get some like this where you're multiplying. So we've got a couple of multiplying ones, and then we've got one which is a division one. So we're going to go through, you get something like questions like this. So when you're multiplying, it means you multiply out the numerator and you multiply out the denominator. So we'll do the top one. So it's just going to be this one, and I will work on, the first thing I'd work on is multiplying out the coefficients there. So 12, then I'm looking for same base, so a, the same base, and that means I'm going to add the exponents. So it's going to be a 4 plus 3, 7, and then I've got a y squared by itself. So that's the top line, just multiplied out, and the rule is adding when you're multiplying the same base variables, you add the exponents. So that's the top numerator. Now we have to do the denominator, so we'll work with the coefficients again, and we'll go 20, and we've got a y, and we've got an a squared by itself, so we might as well just add that. I've got a y to the power of 1 and y to the power of 3, so we add them, and that's y to the 4. Okay. Now, if you stop just there, you might get half a mark, but you've got to try and simplify it down further, because it is fully simplified. So I'm going to work with this, the numbers, and see if I can get them smaller. So the highest common factor between them, looking at about, I think 4, looks like 4. So 4 goes into 12 3 times. And 4 goes into that 5 times. So I think that's simplified because it's down to prime numbers, so that's simplified. Now, when you're dividing a to the power of 7 and a to the power of 2, the rule is it's subtraction for 5, 6, 7. So you're doing this, okay. You're doing this, cancel 1 over 1, becomes 1 over 1 and 1 over 1, so you're left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the rule is subtraction, so it's 7 minus 2, and you notice it ends up at the same a to the 5, same as that. So it's just a minus 2. The 2 on the bottom are gone, and there's 5 left on the top. So we just leave the 5 on the top left over. Rub that out now. And we've got the same thing, we've got 4 y's on the bottom, 2 on the top, so 4 minus 2 means there's 2 y's on the bottom left over. And the y's on the top are gone. So your final answer is that. If I made a mistake, yeah, it's easy to make mistakes when you're doing this, okay? So hopefully that looks about right. Okay, let's move on to this one. Same thing, we can multiply out the top, the numerator, and then the denominator. So we'll do the top one, do it in a different pen this time. I'm going to go 4 times d minus 3. So that's the top multiplied out, and then I can do the bottom, 6 times that, and 3b plus 2. Now, if you just leave it like that, you'll get probably half a mark in a test. So it's not fully simplified. But in a test you might get half. So we can simplify the numbers, obviously. So we can go, yes, 2 goes into that twice and goes into that 3 times, so 2 over 3. So 2 and 3. So that leaves us with 2d minus 3 over 3b plus 2. Okay, now you'd get half a mark probably for maybe that. Or maybe you'd get half a mark for that and maybe a full mark for that. But if you expanded it, you could also do the last one and expand it. But you'd probably get full marks for just doing that. So we'll go 2 times d and 2 times 3 and 3 times c. So it's a 9b and 6. Yeah, so that would be either would be answers, acceptable answers. You probably get half a mark for that and full marks for that or that. Okay, so that's that one. Let's move on to the other one, the division one. Now, division one is just got one thing we have to do. One extra thing is when we're dividing it, we're just going to turn it into a multiplication one like this instead by doing the reciprocal, the opposite fraction there. So it'll be like this, t plus 1 over 3 times now. So it's changed from a divide by flipping it and times it by the reciprocal. And that is really the only step you have to do different. And now it's a similar problem to this. And we'll just multiply out the top, the numerator and the denominator. So we're going to have 5 times t plus 1 over 3 times 2s plus 4. Okay, now you'll need to simplify anything we can simplify, but since this is already a prime, that's probably not going to simplify. But we could expand it out as a further step. So 5t plus 5 over 6s plus 12. So either answer will be fine. But remember, turn it from a division into a multiplication to make it easier. And that's how you do them type of problems. So hopefully that makes sense to you.